Viral marketing is a term which is used to describe how companies use the technologies of the information age. Recently, Canada Goose's new marketing campaign, as known as Cold Room, went viral in North America. The room is self-explanatory. It's a small space surrounded by ice sculptures where the temperature has been set to 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside, customers can put Canada Goose jackets to the test. Although some people might say experiential marketing can't go viral, Canada Goose's Cold Room shows that it's possible. This actually becomes more persuasive, just as what the old proverb saying, to see it is to believe. Although Toronto is located in the south of the country, it has long and cold winters. The winter in Toronto usually starts from late November and ends in mid-March with an average temperature of about 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of the weather condition, winter jackets are one of the must-have items. Among many premium winter jacket brands, such as Moose Knuckle, Novice, Mackage, Canada Goose is especially known for its functionality. The Cold Room emphasizes the brand's strength, which will eventually raise the brand reputation and sales rates. Many people found this very innovative and shared their thoughts about the campaign on their social media. Surprisingly, people even made a line to experience the Cold Room in the summer, which is not a popular season to buy winter jackets. All in all, Canada Goose's successful Cold Room could attract customers and help them with making shopping decisions.
Political risk is that the politics in the host country would develop in a way which make it difficult to profitably carry on the business. And the company that my group chose is Canada Goose. And back in 2018, Canada Goose faced a political risk that happened in China and in Canada. And because of the arrest of the tech executives that caused the sale drop 20% in 4 days, and Meng Wanzhou, the CFO of Chinese technology giant Huawei NIC, have been detained in Vancouver at the request of U.S. authority. Since then, the Chinese consumer in Canada and the consumer in China were obsessed, and they have proposed boycotting the company products as a payback for Meng detention in Canada on the social media platform called Weibo. And according to Liu Ying, the researcher at Renmin University of China Chongying Institute for Financial Study, told the media that Canada should not have followed the wrong step of U.S. by illegal arresting Meng Wanzhou. The aim of which is to wage a war in high technology sector. It is completely inappropriate approach to the competition. And he also said that the business activity will not directly reflect change in politics and the economy, but they are certainly affected by these two aspects. And besides the business share have been dropped, Canada Goose had delayed the open store in Beijing. And the announcement of delay came in mid-December in the midst of growing tension between China and Canada. At that time, Canada Goose stock had dropped about 36% and apparently over concern about slowdown in sales. Beijing also threatened Ottawa with the grave consequence if it doesn't release Meng. And the Chinese government classified the arrest as a serious breach of right. It is ignored the law, were unreasonable and extremely nasty. Beijing also summoned U.S. and Canadian ambassador. China detained a former Canadian diplomat, Michael Krogrick, on the unknown charge. And we all know that the Chinese market is one of the biggest and the fastest growing in the world. Because of the wrong movement, Canada Goose may become the next victim of Chinese nationwide indignation. In November, China e-commercial platform removed Dolce & Gabbana product from their website after its campaigns were would deem racist.
Geographic environment weather extremes is very important when it comes to businesses. When thinking about doing international business, geographic environment has a major role because it has the ability to control so much in regards to the business. For instance, geographic environment affects if an international company is going to deliver. They need to take into account where the product is being delivered, the weather conditions, does the company deliver to rural areas? All these questions need to come into play. For Canada Goose, this plays a significant role for them because they are an international company. With stores in North America, Europe, and Asia, Canada Goose needs to make sure they are properly distributing their products to their customers. Having stores located all through Canada from east to west, the weather varies in each province. When having stores in shopping malls, they need to make sure they are carrying products that are meant for the weather for that part of the world. Same thing for their stores in Asia. The weather is not the same in each city or country, so it is their job to distribute the inventory correctly. Where the biggest difficulty comes from is the delivery and shipping process. Because Canada Goose ships and delivers to so many countries, they need to make sure that their packaging is durable during all types of weather. For example, the weather we have here in Toronto, Ontario is much different than the weather in Milano, Italy. If they are delivering it to Toronto during the winter, they need to make sure their packaging is durable enough to sit in the cold and get wet from the rain or snow. But for packaging in Milano, they would need to make sure it is durable for their weather. They also need to make sure that they are able to deliver their products to their consumers. Do their delivery companies have a geographical distance rule? Will they drive 3 hours north of the Greater Toronto Area to deliver their products? Canada Goose needs to make decisions based off of the geography success of a potential city or country. They need to see if they have enough potential consumers in a city to possibly deliver their products to them. If they do not have enough potential success, they will not deliver to that city. Geography on the planet has a big effect on environmental international. And for Canada Goose, that is very much true. They have a massive production in the coat and jacket industry, and the geographic environment plays a crucial role in their company's success.
Globalization refers to the process in which a company or other organization develops international influence or starts operation on an international scale. Canada Goose has succeeded in globalizing the market. First, the globalization of the market means making a distinct and separate national market into one huge global market. Canada Goose appealed technology of their product to hikers and Arctic explorers or people facing harsh temperature in urban environment in the early years of brand launch. Through it, Canada Goose was able to build an image that their products are the warmest and most functional in the world. Canada Goose emphasized this function of their product even when they were expanding their market to hot countries. Surprisingly, countries with mostly hot weather, such as Hong Kong, were enthusiastic about Canada Goose. Canada Goose is using two major methods to globalize the market. First one is a flagship store. Ray's CEO of Canada Goose said, "The flagship store really helps raise the brand name in global market." And another one is cold room. Canada Goose has set up a cold room in store in snow-free countries like Hong Kong. Potential customers try on Canada Goose's loose parka and experience the below zero temperature directly. In fact, customers in Hong Kong answered that they buy Canada Goose product in case they travel to cold countries or in case their children study abroad in cold countries. In addition, the Canada Goose has always considered Made in Canada as important, because Canada has always been considered favorable around the world. Also, Ray stressed that the way to become a luxury brand is to find the best production location for the best product. So they are producing their core product in Canada. In addition, Canada Goose are expecting to expand its market in Asia through the analysis of an alternative Asian sizing tool called Fusion Fit to globalize its customers.
Collaborative arrangements are arrangements that could be created by a company with the intent of expanding nationally or internationally. Some arrangements can save a company some money, while others can increase productivity. Today, in this topic, I will talk about some of the collaborative arrangements that Canada Goose has participated in. First is licensing. Licensing is basically permission to do or own certain things. Canada Goose allows certain stores to become vendors of their products, such as Sporting Life and Sale. Next are two types of alliances, strategic alliance and equity alliance. A strategic alliance usually involves two or more companies that have resources and market access, which members could not obtain if they are on their own. Canada Goose has a large opportunity in China, which is the world's largest luxury market. Already having a large demand from Chinese consumers, in 2018, Canada Goose partnered with Imagine X Group to enter the Chinese market by opening retail stores in Beijing and Hong Kong. They also worked with Tmall for e-commerce operations. It is China's largest consumer platform for brands and retailers. Equity alliance is a type of alliance where one or more parties take an ownership position in the other company. In 2013, Canada Goose sold majority stake in the company to Bain Capital Private Equity, an American private investment firm. This step was taken by Canada Goose in hopes to accelerate global growth. A consortium is similar to an alliance, but consortiums are created for a specific short-term project where no one takes or share ownership title of the subsidiary entity. With the COVID-19 pandemic going on, a non-traditional consortium has been formed where many Canadian companies, including Canada Goose, are using their manufacturing technology to make medical supplies such as masks, scrubs, sanitizers, and ventilators to help fight the virus. I say non-traditional because there is no formal agreement made between these companies, but they have come together with the same intention in mind to do what they can do to help fight a single cause.